Welcome back, guys, to the final couple matches here at WCS Season 3 North American Challenger, as we see who's going to qualify and who's not for Montreal, a WCS stop. In fact, the final WCS stop. But you know what? Enough about StarCraft. Let's talk about my friend Jess Zombie Grub Trudeau.
Good job. Yes. Yeah.
It's Trip, isn't it? It's Tripe. Pronounced Tripe, I think.
Tripe. Yeah, we're just getting farther away, aren't we? I just don't know. It's Chernega. It's like CH,
cool.
Sure. Like, but then people will be like T, and I'm like.
You must get some weird ones. I have people mispronounce Robinson sometimes, which.
Well, the R and the N look like M's a lot of times, so it's like.
What is Chernega? Is it Italian?
Temega. It's Slovakian, actually.
Oh. Yeah. Really? I feel like there should be like a there somewhere.
So there used to be, I think it used to be Chiniega.
Okay, still pretty cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're your commentators, and even right now we're your hosts, your time killers. We are not your star killers, which is a Rubby joke, and I should have made that for Rubby here because he would have really appreciated that. It's completely wasted on Zombie Grub, but we are heading into another PvZ. I'm really excited because it's not a ZVZ, in which Neeb will be taking on another cheesy North American Zerg that stands a chance to actually beat him. We did see Silky go out here to Antis.
Yeah,
pretty surprising.
It was surprising, especially that second game. It was straight up a comeback from Antis. So that was awesome to see.
Yeah.
Takes it 2-0. And now we get to see if StarKiller, after beating Silky, has taken his power to beat Neeb, eaten his heart or whatever it is.
The mantle of sorts.
Yeah, sure, the mantle of the Neeb killers. That's what Silky's bottom was.
Always one North American Zerg, never two. So let's do it.
Exactly. We are getting into game on acid plants. In the top left, as the blue Protoss, it is Neeb.
A New Yorker. You would know it talking to him. Not a big, thick accented guy, that one.
No, but it's not like I'm from Virginia. It's not like I'm talking y'all.
You could, though, I bet.
Who done? I don't know.
We slid in a couple more Virginians. You don't think so?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Fair enough. It's probably your political beliefs, then, I guess. In the lower right-hand side, the red Zerg from a place I don't actually know where he's from in the country. It's StarKiller. Where is he from?
I don't know, but I feel like more of these North American guys are coming into like the Midwest.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna guess the Midwest.
They just got the internet and stuff down there, I think. It is true. Like, more and more, I'm like, well, I'm from Kentucky. The Plot Brothers are from that part, actually.
They are, yeah. And they don't have an accent either.
Ugh. You're getting me off my theory here.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird.
To be fair, I really only care about the New York accent, though. That's the cool.
The New York accent is the funnest one. But Neeb, I mean, apparently he goes to like NASCAR races and stuff.
No,
so.
he doesn't. Are you serious?
Did you not watch the Challenger,
No.
Challenger series just last year for BlizzCon? Took him to like a street racing thing, and I was like, why does he do that often? I don't understand.
Oh, his video? That's where they went?
The video.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
No,
oh,
I
I
don't.
definitely do. Because I thought that was kind of weird. I didn't realize people in New York did that.
I don't think many do. They have to they have to travel for it.
Actually, was it last year or 2 years ago? But the point, whatever. Actually, True's was done in my high school. So that was
really
weird. Yeah, because True lives kind of close to me, and I guess my high school was like the closest big high school place they could get to, which it absolutely isn't, but whatever.
Did you, for the first time, see that it was at your high school when you watched the video?
Yeah, I had no idea what was happening.
And then you just see your high school?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
That's
and now everyone
funny.
knows where I went to high school. Someone's like looking on the internet frantically, and they're like
what was she
finding the
like?
pieces, and they're like, I know exactly where she lives.
You guys have any secrets about her? Anything I could use a dank meme somewhere?
Oh gosh. Anyway.
Turns out you're perfectly normal. Except you did lead the club for fighting, the fight club. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
We tried to start a D&D club, but our school didn't allow it.
Why?
Something about like satanic rituals and like religious beliefs and
You're
stuff.
from that part of the country. What if you were like, in our campaign, there'll be no beliefs at all? Like, well, is there going to be magic? We'll be like, no, it'll be science. We don't like that either. Damn.
It's okay, because we just joined the anime club. We just went
Oh,
full
that's the same
week.
thing. Wow. So wait, they wouldn't allow D&D, but they allowed the anime club?
Yes, yes. This is the truth.
So you guys slid right in under that radar, right?
Yeah. And now you guys all know what high school it is, because you're going to watch True's WCS series thing.
Yeah, I don't understand. They're into a lot of school girl and boy outfits and a lot of drama. Sure.
Yeah. Well, not much has happened in this game. So we're talking about
Until now.
Actually, 3 drones kind of good.
Yeah, it's what he did last time. It's like kind of his tax. It's like if you're playing Neeb, you're gonna lose 3 drones to an Adept. I do like this Overlord Scout though, and I think that was something missing in his previous series. In fact, StarKiller has the infamous Nathanius Overlord over at the Natural. Next weekend when you guys have Nate here, make sure and ask him about that. He calls it the Pervy Tower.
Does he?
Which is, well, I
thought that was
probably shouldn't out him that hard. What's that?
I thought it was the mapmaker's turn, to be honest.
Maybe it is the mapmaker's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I mean, if Nate made it up too, I would not believe that. This Spore Crawler.
I always think this is a funny struggle.
Oh, okay, but he didn't save the drone. So it's not so good. Didn't save that drone either.
And all it ever wanted to be was a guess, but it couldn't do it.
That drone will not live up to its dreams.
Kind of a weird concept, taking a living creature and turning it into a building, isn't it?
I guess, yeah. Actually, I never really thought about it before.
It's pretty gross.
I guess that's true as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just inside the little sack, kind of like ripping apart and turning into a building. And then, well, I don't know. You talk to the Zerg characters in the campaign, and they're all kind of oblivious to all of it.
Well.
Just sad.
Oh, 2 probes went down? Wait, why did 2 probes go down? You brought 2 over there, I guess? Okay. Well,
look at the robo placement, by the way.
You know, a lot of Protosses are doing that nowadays.
Really?
Can you explain that? Like, as you look at this and you're like, this is just dumb, didn't you?
So the funny thing is, and I can tell you exactly what's happening, is inside the main natural, you always have something walling that off. And it's literally a laziness thing. You don't like having to rally your robo inside of that wall. You want it to come out of there, but you can't come out of there and have the hole open, so you don't do that. So it has to be outside of your base. But then there's tough things like, on some of these maps, the 3rd, if you build it below the Nexus or to the right of it, then it's exposed to that right flank where they attack and you lose a robo or 2, and that's just how you lose the game.
Okay.
So it's, okay, I understand that spot now. It's just kind of funny.
This is very well prepared against. Not a lot of Adepts, not like a big committal with a Resonant Glaives or anything like that, but it was looking for an opening.
Yeah.
And he played it kind of safe, sent those shades back once he saw the roaches, just, let the shade finish. And not such a big deal, but StarKiller has taken little bits and pieces, donated to Neeb over time. Ooh. And now maybe more. Okay, no, not going to go for it. I mean, behind this, Neeb is just doing what he does, macro-wise. He only lost 2 probes. That's not a big deal. Getting up to those Immortals. Well, I mean, StarKiller is getting a lot of roaches and no upgrades.
My North American Zerg's spidey sense, if you will, is kind of tingling. 4 Overlords queued up. Drones transferred to the 3rd. Show me the natural. Show me an undersaturated natural.
Of the Zerg?
Yes.
There you go.
Look at how undersaturated it is. And that's why he transferred drones to the 3rd, is because if it gets scouted, he wants Neeb to go, oh, he's got a fully saturated base. This guy must be a serious player. But it turns out, no, he's just going to make roaches and try to end the game.
Yeah, well, I feel like
and Neeb, 1 drone.
Neeb should be onto this. Like, build a little, like, that's just for, like, the robo.
My favorite thing, though, is when Neeb scouts an all-in.
Yeah.
It's like 8 shield batteries go down. Like, I'm like, wow, I'm going to spin it. I'm going to really lean out and go 3 here, boys. But then Neeb's like, no, it's 30. 30 shield batteries is the number. And then when the Zerg still attacks into it, you kind of feel like, wow, the Zerg's kind of dumb.
This Phoenix is getting some little bit of scouting, but it's right before the attack is going to hit. We do not see those 30 shield batteries, just the
not
1.
Yet.
But he's got Force Field, he's got Immortals. I mean, those are usually good things to have. And actually, third mode even pops up forward here, too. It's a lot of Ravagers, so he's not take extra damage from those Immortals. Crucible does hit a lot of Adepts.
Kind of walked into the Crucible there a little bit. He's got the Immortals behind this, good positioning, and I don't like the positioning of StarKiller. He's on the high ground, which is nice, but he's tucked himself into the corner where just a few force fields really block off a lot of the damage dealers. The Oracle targeting down the Ravagers in the background is doing enough damage to kind of take away the damage dealers here, and here we go, now dodging the Crucibles. I don't think he needs to pull the probes. That's something Neeb will do, by the way. He's like all hands on deck pretty quick.
Well, I mean, he quickly realized, he quickly agreed with you, like, he didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
His Immortal's still alive, a 4th one even joins in now. His Gateways, I think the rest of the Gateways are just finishing up, even though some of these are depowered. So he's got that production, and this attack does not quite work. I mean, StarKiller went into a bit of an odd angle, and while Neeb wasn't, like, over-prepared necessarily, there wasn't a lot of shield batteries. I think that angle in the forest will just end up being a little too good. And I'm not sure any fobs can work out, especially because all the Ravagers die before being protected. StarKiller taps out. GG. Neeb takes game number 1.
We've had some good ZVZs, like some back and forth. Like you said, the last series had a comeback, but otherwise, maybe I'm the bad luck, but every time I step up here, it's like, I'm going to try and attack. If it works, that's great. If not, you know, let's get into the next one. And that's which...
You did have that cool snoot to a laser game, though.
Yes.
That was a cool one.
That was a messy ZVZ, so it was fun.
Yeah.
But StarKiller does tap out. You would look at this and say, he didn't need to tap out. Behind this, there was no drones. He cut drones at like 45 between 3 bases, which is almost one base not being saturated. Of course, he spread it out to have some saturation, but virtually no saturation there. And then the Immortal count was going to be a problem. It was only the one Robo, too, which is kind of funny because a lot of Protoss doubled down on that, but just the one. 4, 5, 6 Immortals. Fine.
Yeah. Well, I think that if he didn't lose, he kept on losing, you know, 2 drones and then 3 drones and then 3 drones and 3 drones. I feel like if he didn't have to do that, then his attack is a little more powerful or a little bit quicker, like either one. And that's where things are a little bit scary for Neeb. You know, he does underestimate his opponent. But, I mean, while Neeb maybe doesn't face StarKiller that often, you know, of course he's in Korea, so he literally doesn't face him that often right now in the ladder. I feel like StarKiller is, you know, all Neeb has to do is like ask like 1 or 2 people and be like, hey, how does this guy play? Like, how is he going to beat me? And even if he doesn't, he's still going to assume, like, I'm better than these guys. I think they're going to try and cheese me out. Yep. Like, that's a safe assumption for a guy of Neeb's caliber. So he should be a little on guards, and in that case, did not underestimate it at all. He was dealt with it perfectly.
And I feel like, I don't know, I guess, like Ravi was saying, and I guess a lot of the top North American players kind of stereotype StarKiller this way, excuse me. But even as a cheesy and aggressive Zerg, he's not super crazy. Like, you're not seeing one base Nidus or, like, cut all drones, crazy stuff. It's a lot of those mid-game timings which are strong, but like you said, and to your point, if you know it's coming and you're a player of Neeb's caliber, it's really hard to see that working. Like, he's going to be at the top of the ramp. He's going to be SimCity'd in. He's going to have the 4 or 5 sentries just for those strategic force fields. And to just be like, well, I'm going to outproduce Neeb by a lot. Kind of hard to see happen.
Yeah, you have a bit more of a perfect game to do that, which you certainly did not have. Neeb, what do you have in store for us for this next game as we are going on to Dreamcatcher? Oh, it's definitely StarKiller who has something in store. As we get into the game, in the top left, not building a single drone, it is the Red Zerg, StarKiller.
Going for the cheese, which is funny because I, of course, was just like, he doesn't do the super crazy thing. He's like, watch this, hold my... I don't know if he's old enough to drink, so he'd be like, hold my... apple juice. All right, lower right-hand side, the blue Protoss leading 1-0. It is Neeb. And this would be quite the gift, by the way. If Neeb can go 4-0, make it out of this group that included Silky, who is the guy that kind of single-handedly stopped him last Challenger tournament, that would be really nice. He's in a bit of a lull in StarCraft right now, I guess. A lot of people are talking about how he's not practicing that much. He's in Korea playing against this. And that'll happen in a player's career. You know, they play a lot of practice to get to this point, and it's only natural that at some points they kind of, you know, need some time off a little bit or some chill time. Neeb is not immune.
No, he's not. I mean, he was kind of, you know, some of the reasons that people would say he won as much as he did last year was that he was, I mean, he was expected to burn out. This guy was playing on every single region, no matter what, in every single tournament, and eventually he did burn out. And, you know, sometimes it's actually better just to have it let happen. But I think this group, he's expecting to get out of it for sure, even though Silky was supposed to be maybe the wrench again. He obviously is not. He's already out. And it doesn't seem like StarKiller is going to be that wrench either, as that probe was able to scout the hatchery, the lack of hatchery that is, the pool, scouts the lings. And Neeb, I mean, yes, you're not really expecting to go unscouted with this. 99% of Protosses will scout with a probe. Right. You are expecting them to have a bad defense against it, which just seems so unlikely when it's Neeb. Yeah.
I also, at the same time, understand it. I think there's a little bit of StarKiller's mind that's saying, in a straight-up game, I'm not going to beat him, so I'm going to try something really crazy. Maybe he doesn't probe scout this time, and he goes for Nexus first, and I can win cheaply. And then I don't agree with this mentality, but a lot of other players, too, are like, nah, I'll just try something weird, and if it doesn't work, fine, I'll go into the ZVZ, and that's what I got to do to win, right? StarKiller has to face Antis, who, when you look at this group, that was one of the guys that he had to zero in and be like, I'm going to beat that guy to get out of here.
Yeah, but Antis beat him on the way here and then looked really strong versus Silky. So StarKiller, I mean, he might have already resigned himself to losing against Neeb, and that's fair. No one can really judge him for doing that, but he's also going to have a really tough time against the next guy.
What if Antis makes it out, right, to the playoffs? That'd be pretty amazing.
That'd be really great. It's first time in Challenger, and he makes it through. It's, you know.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Potentially. We'll see if he happens.
But this little counter is just the first of many bad things to come, I feel, for StarKiller. He got two Zealots and 2 Adepts with the gateways at the front, so just instantly send them over. And StarKiller, no matter what he does, it's a complicated scenario. He can make the Lings, and now he doesn't have drones. He can make the drones, but then he doesn't have anything to defend. He's going to go for a very, very fast lair, so not only is he going to have to make Lings to deal with this and lose drones, he might also be scouted. The Adepts are going to try very hard to do so, and they're going to barely miss it. Nope, they're going to see it. There it is.
And they're just going to get some drone kills here as well as killing all the Lings. Zealots are inside the natural now too, seeing that there's no saturation there. A couple of drones will die. Missed mining time. It is savage. And to your point, this was what was always going to come. If you do an early pool like that, you're forcing the Protoss to double gate. They're going to use those gateways. And there is that lair. Is this like a... It would have been an otherwise very fast Spire, you think? Nidus?
Yeah, I feel like Spire, because there's no extra queens being, well, there'd be only 1 extra queen being built, but... Oh, okay, so it goes to the Roach, and it's got to be the Nidus.
He canceled the... Right? Did he cancel it, the lair?
No, it's done.
Oh, it's done, okay.
No, I mean, but Neeb, so Neeb has to take a couple of things into account, like all the things you can get from a Spire, so a lair, a Nidus Worm, Roaches, sure. Even an Infestation Pit, like there, I mean, there was a popular 2-base cheese that was Swarm Host Nidus Worm that was really fun, so even that I have to take into account. But then on top of that, you told him you scouted it, so he knows that I know, that whole thing. But there are some things I think that Protoss can definitely do to kind of just, save themselves from a lot of different scenarios, and the Robotech is usually a pretty safe thing to do. So that's what he went for. He can crank out an Immortal. He's going to get a double scout, actually, so he'll know for sure that it is the Roach Nidus attack, and he's going to kill every single drone while he's at it. It's just about... Oh, the wall almost happened.
It's over.
Almost.
He's going to scout it, but he's got an army that's going to kill what was supposed to go in the Nidus Worm. Like, maybe it won't, but he sees the Nidus itself. He kills a few drones. He sees the Natural's not mining. The Roaches come out like, ooh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
this is going to be so funny when it goes down.
If this was a Spire, then that may be bad news. But no, Nidus Worm, Queens, Lings, whatever, like the Robo, and just the amount of Adepts that he has that are already back home, by the way. It didn't take him that long to come back.
Look at the Overlord in the back of the main. It's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to spot it, and we'll drop it right there. And the army supply will be roughly double for Protoss.
Oof.
You could sub me in with my eyes blindfolded. All I need is a giant keyboard with 1 key on it. You know what it is? A.
A? Yeah.
Blind Jeff with an A.
I'm not even sure you need a keyboard. You just need to put the army near the Nidus Worm.
Oh my god.
Not even like, yeah, okay, GG. The force was never necessary, but he did them anyways. Neeb will take game number 2 and 2-0 StarKiller, forcing them down to face Antis, a guy that has taken him out. Seems to be having some good DBZ today. I'd be worried of StarKiller.
Yes. Well, that was very one-sided. So congrats to Neeb, I guess, for advancing as he should have. We always kind of go through this song and dance a little bit, but we're all Neeb fanboys and girls because he did such a great job representing the non-Korean scene for a while. So it's good to see him take care of business like he should have. But then it's the scraps down here. People are talking about Silky. He didn't make it out. He was eliminated by some fantastic ZVZ play. StarKiller looked great earlier, but Antis, like Zombie Grub's been talking about, has been the one looking really good in ZVZ. So we've got, hopefully, one nice ZVZ coming up here between Antis and StarKiller. StarClear? Maybe. To finish the day. Guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, it'll be the final match of today. Antis versus StarKiller.